Oh, stars, heed my calling. Hey, onwards.
The problem this one. I have to change this one. Only one this. You're not. Maybe just or maybe can because red. Because there only this one parties. Can. Because stuck one there. I don't know how to do that one. It's stuck one that one. Per V. Thank you. No.
Onwards.
Blech. No need. Chocolate. How to send for you? Let's give cookie. Give cookie can. But this one can.
Thawing harmony. Embrace the change. Thawing harmony. A different approach. Forgive me.
If one have one, maybe later you need to eat a lot of candy. You don't have to anymore.
Now, if you'll please.
You do all the event in wuwa. I not yet do. Just do the quest. Oh.
One moment, please.
Your hands
I
are
shall...
That won't be necessary.
Scary. Scary like that.
To keep our honored guest waiting would be...
You need to do slowly on so I need to directly.
Especially when it was I who extended
do
the
directly.
invitation.
Still have how many days? Oh, still long. Why you need to try to do all?
Cantarella Phasalia, 36th matriarch of the Phasalia, honorable
Just
laureate,
slowly.
the new crown of the Carnival. Very well. If you insist, I see no reason to refuse. You may also call me Cantarella. Now, shall we proceed to my study?
Maybe you want the first finish the event. The first people finish the event. Wow, ceplok, ceplok, ceplok. Ceplok, ceplok. Ceplok, ceplok. Mm. You,
Won't
ceplok, ceplok,
you
ceplok.
have a seat?
Mm.
I hope you'll accept this tea as my way of apologizing for the
Mm.
incident with Gilberto.
Ceplok, ceplok.
Members of the family may have troubled you,
Pak.
but there is no you still hold a grudge. Won't you accept my apology?
No. This. Why you see her
This tea.
sexy? Don't see that.
Is it from Jinjo?
Just see another place. No, ceplok, ceplok, ceplok. Oh, it's my eyes. So, ceplok, ceplok.
I invited you here to ask that you might serve as a mediator.
Before we
Yes.
get into
When
that,
when she works.
there's something I want.
I imagine it concerns the Phasalia
Wow.
family's true beliefs.
Wow.
It would seem Gilberto's mind is beyond saving.
I want to have her.
But let's not dwell on that. What is your opinion? So you've noticed something is amiss? As expected. And what exactly do
So
you
scary,
find
say with
most
Rover.
unsettling?
It's like this is our house. Say with Rover like that.
Why haven't the Thenodian and the Sentinel
Wow.
shown themselves?
What? Really? Sleep together? Really or not? Or you joke?
Because
That's
the Thenodian's
Why
invasion
Rover
of Raguna
so handsome?
has long
All the
since
one
concluded.
get him.
The Thenodian, so
But
named
see,
Leviathan,
look like this. Why
possesses
Rover
the
can
power to
handle?
merge and assimilate. Though the previous two attempts were thwarted, the tall mast of the galleon that is Raguna has already been snapped in
Rover
half.
so cepat. Not loyal.
Now the blissfully
Go everywhere.
ignorant masses walk hand in
Sleep
hand
everywhere.
toward an abyss they cannot see.
Not good. Too bad. Yes, I think so. Gathering wife.
Friend or foe,
See, ceplok, ceplok,
as they come to
ceplok.
this land,
No. I play game. For me, play game.
yes and no. On one hand, there's the truth of the Order's beliefs. On the other, there's our family. The Thenodian doesn't take kindly to those who know the truth.
No, you don't like.
Always
But I
been
think
under
you
its auspices. Once the soul fractures,
like her so much.
the
You don't need
mind
to
will
lie.
follow. And now that we've come this far, there's nothing for me to hide. My only hope is that once you learn everything, come. The truth you
Try to
seek
have her
lies in the
later.
deepest part of the castle.
Try to pull have her. When have her yet? I want to get her
It's thick with dust.
so much.
Hard
I
to
want to see
believe
it.
they're truly worshipping it.
Curious about that statue. It represents the
Boba?
unbroken
Oh, you like Boba
friendship
so much.
between the Phasaelius and the Order.
The aroma from these plants. It's the same scent that was in the study.
This is it. Are you prepared?
Yes.
Now that we're here, I'm afraid I can't let you leave, even if you want to.
Before.
Onwards.
Stage pluk, 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 pluk.
Just as I expected, the Threnodian took notice of you the moment you learned the truth. What you see in this sanctuary is the Sentinel in their true form. A majestic steed that galloped with the wind, not a creature of the ocean's depths. The Order worships a half-horse, half-sea creature divinity. Although the Sentinel's will has yet to fade, who knows how much. I wish to ask you to persuade the Sentinel of Jinzhou, Jue, to come to Renacita, to save Imperator. In return, I will agree to whatever
When have her and
condition
I
or
want to
request you
go.
make.
I want to have her. If have been now. Yeah, just for collection. No need to see strong or not or weak, but I want to have her later.
I understand the position you are in. Perhaps a stay at my estate would suit you. I can offer you a glimpse into Renacita's past, and you'd be spared the Order.
There might still be a path forward. Carlotta once helped me interpret some stained glass images. The story it told was only more biased towards the Order. Do you think that's also...
Care to elaborate? The part regarding the maiden, the Sentinel does indeed appoint a maiden to be their resonator, though not in the way.
Okay, bro. I have.
That's because Imperator wields with it, they can withdraw a portion. This is how the Sword of Divinity. To resonate with the sword is to resonate with the Sentinel.
Then...
The martyred maiden. The nature of her resonance is unclear. Perhaps she resonated with the Threnodian, or perhaps... But choosing her could not
Why
have
need to
been
have
the
her?
Sentinel's will. That's
Okay,
because the maiden
He is
was
nice.
already dead. In the past, each year the Phasalia family would hold the divine trials to select those with the strongest will. These young women would attempt, though none succeeded. Some saw fragments. I was one of them. There was a moment where I glimpsed the Sentinel's corrupted. I also learned that only when I awoke from that vision, I discovered a line of words. I would never mistake my own handwriting. The words were, "The maiden is dead."
An inverted ruin suspended in the sky. Her and Cardatheus, if Turvan is the key to entering the Sonorosphere, it stands to reason that Imperator may have played a role in the sphere's creation. If I can confirm that Turvan was truly left by Imperator, at least it would prove that Cantarella said she was overclocking when she tried resonating with Turvan. That's exactly what happened with Jinshi. Could Imperator... If that's the case, my permission should cause a reaction. That's one way to confirm what they're saying.
By all means. Rover, who are you really? The Sentinel's arbiter?
Well, I have some information and theories of my own. Care to hear?
Please, enlighten me. I would never have imagined someone already considered a martyr could still be alive. What surprises me even more is the connection you have with the Sentinel. We Thessalians revere Imperator as our one true divinity, and yet, here you stand. Would it be more fitting to address you as Master? Then, I present my request once more. Are you willing to help rescue our Sentinel and pull Renacita back from the brink of chaos?
The only question now is how we reach Cardathia and Imperator's Sonorosphere.
We can discuss it on the way.
So
So you're the one that Cardathia's...
A question that you already know the answer to, although being described as... There is a cable car in the lower levels of the Thessalia estate that leads directly to the Sonorosphere. The mechanism beside that wall can activate the lifts.
Why do the Thessalias have a cable car that leads directly to the Sonorosphere?
Before it became a Sonorosphere, it was a seminary known as the Avenolium. The martyred maiden once pursued her studies there. A superficial harmony needed to be maintained between the Thessalias and the Order, and this underground cable car was intended to send scions of the family to school. The elevator is merely a later addition I had built for easy access.
Onwards. Soar against the winds.
You seem perturbed. Are you still gathering your thoughts?
Everything that's happened has all lined up so perfectly. It makes me think it's too good to be true.
I'd like to share a different perspective. Rivers eventually converge into the same ocean. If a goal is mutual, then it's only a matter of time before they meet. Our choices and our will have led us to this situation, not the wishes of fate.
You are quite different from what the rumors say.
Oh. And what rumors have you heard?
That you're a recluse, a mystic, obsessed with the crafting of poison. Oh, and that you poisoned your predecessor? Those kinds of rumors.
A recluse? On the contrary, I've been searching for a solution to the Sentinel's plight, and rarely return to Renacita. After most of my leads fell short, a friend at Mingting in Huanglong introduced me to the stories they were telling of you.
A friend?
Be like daddy.
All the affairs
Midnight.
of Huanglong states eventually land in one person's hands. Would you care to take a guess at the identity of this friend of mine?
Why not put the other rumors to rest?
Because the rest of them are all true. I see it'll take more than that to rattle you, huh? I assure you, this is no jest. We Thessalians have lived under the Threnodians' whispers for generations. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. When the soul of the ruling head falters, Thessalia tradition dictates that the successor usher them into eternal slumber, with a poison of their own making. My succession ritual? Well, an unforeseen incident gave rise to whispers that sparked those rumors.
How long has this been going on?
For centuries. Every generation. Outside, they call me the Bane, but historically every head of the Thessalia family has carried such a title. It just so happens that I am the most potent one yet. We've reached the old seminary's undercrypt. The gateway into the Sonorosphere itself lies at its center. We shall continue on foot from here. Strange. This area was clear of tacit discords on my last visit. And there's no tacit field nearby. Could they have come from the Sonorosphere itself? Surge of deep tides.
Didn't think there would be gold here.
Interesting. And the road ahead will not be an easy one.
What exactly happened here?
Really?
The second dark tide. It occurred right here at the Avenolium, the largest seminary ever built by the Order. It arrived on the very day the Blessed Maiden passed her trial and was crowned by the Order. A day when the leaf burned brighter than ever. And when the darkness came, none escaped. These days, what most people remember is the seminary disappearing into the sky. But in truth, the dark tide that should have spread across Renacita vanished along with it. Yet due to a lack of records, the second dark tide slowly faded from memory. I was there when it all happened, still an ordinary member of the family, watching it unfold from a boat just outside the seminary. It wasn't until later, when I attempted to resonate with Tervin, that I gained a partial glimpse of the Sonorosphere's interior.
It sounds like someone inside the seminary did something to stop the spread.
Precisely. It could very well have been part of his doing. But, as with the first time, there's also the chance it was the Sentinel who turned the tide. I can sense the conflict within you, the temptation to trust your maiden. But it's best to keep those thoughts to yourself for now. For the Threnodian knows where the heart is weakest, and it is there it strikes the hardest. The gateway into the Sonorosphere is just on the other side of this bridge. This is the furthest I've ever managed to venture. Judging from the bits of information the Sentinel gave me, Tervin is the key to entering the Sonorosphere.
Laureate, you have come. Greetings. I'm Cartathea.
Cantarella Phasalia.
Oh, a Phasalia. It seems your ties with the Order are more complicated than they appear.
I had the privilege of watching the Blessed Maiden's performance at the Carnival once. I'm rather surprised. After all this time, that you and I should be around the same age.
I'm also unsure of what's happened to me. I've been... This must be the sort of divinity.
You shouldn't have knowledge of this sort.
Memories flowed into my mind just as you entered the...
Cantarella said that only those who resonate with Tervin are granted glimpses of its knowledge.
Would you mind if I tried to... The question of whose resonate. If I am not the Sentinel's resonator, then that must mean...
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. That doesn't prove you're the Threnodian's resonator, nor that you aid its cause.
Huh? This connection formed between the Sentinel and the Threnodian. The second Dark Tide.
Right now, you're the sole survivor of whatever happened that day.
As you spoke, I remembered a few more things. There are two other swords. The Sword of Discord, Hogness, and the Sword of Virtue, Haltia. Yes. Placing the three swords on their respective pedestals should bring... But why would this information be revealed to me now? Is this...
If we do nothing, we'll never get any answers. Instead of speculating, we should use the...
Lady Maiden.
Please, Cartathea would...
I've waited for this moment. I will not turn back, even if this does turn out to be a trap. If the thought of the final answer troubles you, then I suggest you step.
Since you are willing to overlook the possibilities of a trap, then there's no reason for me to worry and I underestimated your resolve. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Simply place Turvin on the pedestal behind me, and this tower will elevate itself.
What you said to Cardathea back there.
Rather effective on someone of her personality. Wouldn't you agree?
Are you all right? The gravity that occupies this space is the opposite of what you're used to. I believe it's to prevent them from falling to the ground. Tacit discords, the dark tide, and these ruins themselves.
I imagine it's also a... This view matches with what I saw at the time.
Oh, Jellyman here, Jean.
Until you get used to the
Oh.
gravity here, I suggest... It's the name I gave to a gondola.
Okay. Sleep well. I go sleep also. Okay. Blech. Strange. And it's mean you hello yourself. Jean Kerm. Time to sleep once. sleep. Sleep on the left. Yes, game is beautiful place. Woo. Tomorrow I will continue this one gitu. Sheep. I need too late. Bye bye. Jin, come here today. It's too late. I off stream now. Bye bye. Sleep well all. Tomorrow we continue. Profit. No. Bye bye.